When your body hits its limit, your will break you through. They all want to see you fail, but you're going to win just to show them.
Tired don't mean nothing. Tired is only in the mind. You tell yourself you're tired, you're going to be tired. I don't get tired.
Save this video and let our youth look back at us one more time. A season with no championship, no MVP, and not even a proper second option, yet it is still hailed by countless fans as the absolute peak of LeBron's career. When LeBron, in the 46th minute of the game, bulldozed through Morris to score the dagger, the world crowned this ultimate display of individual heroism with a name that shook the league, Thanos LeBron. Flashback to 2017, the Slim Reaper joined the 73-win Warriors, shattering the balance between Cleveland and Golden State before the dust from their finals defeat could even settle. Kyrie Irving handed in his trade request. The young prince, carrying the Mamba mentality, refused to live under LeBron's shadow any longer. He wanted to be the king of his own domain. Panicked and desperate, the Cavs' new front office made a flurry of frantic moves, trading Irving for what essentially became 3 bench players. They patched together a roster of former legends like Isaiah Thomas, Dwayne Wade, and Derrick Rose. On paper, it was star-studded. In reality, it was old, injured, and broken. The toxic undercurrents in the locker room were even more fatal than the losses on the court. At one point, the Cavs' defensive efficiency, dead last in the league, the shadow of a losing streak, suffocated a city that was desperate for revenge against the Warriors. Finally, at the trade deadline, the front office pulled the trigger, packing up the veterans and trading them away for a group of unproven young players. When the smoke cleared, the 33-year-old LeBron looked around, only to realize that from beginning to end, the only person this team could truly rely on was himself. That season, for the first time in his career, he played all 82 games, averaging 27.5 points, 8.6 rebounds, and 9.1 assists, leading the league in minutes played. He finished just behind James Harden in the MVP race, and the Cavs entered the playoffs with a lackluster 4th seed in the East. That year, no one viewed the aging king as a title favorite anymore. Much like today, where people think just getting past the first round is an achievement, the Kings of the North, the Raptors, sat atop the East. The Celtics' young duo of Tatum and Brown brought Boston back to the peak, and in Indiana, the Pacers were ready to reverse the tide. The young generals were full of pride. In Game 1, the Pacers blew out the Cavs by 18 points on their own home floor. LeBron dropped a triple-double, but it meant nothing. Game 2 was a must-win. LeBron completely erupted in the 4th quarter, shooting 17 of -24 for a monstrous 46 points and 12 rebounds to scrape out a grueling victory, with the series tied at 2-2. Game 5 became the ultimate battleground. Locked at 95 apiece, LeBron swatted Oladipo's layup at the rim, and then, with 0.7 seconds left, drilled the iconic game-winning buzzer beater from downtown.
Oh, it's blocked by James! James, 2 seconds, 1 second for the win! LeBron James delivers!
A near triple-double of 44 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists set Quicken Loan's arena entirely ablaze. However, the sheer physical toll severely overdrawn LeBron's body. In the grueling Game 7, dragging a leg locked up with cramps, he dug deep to drop 45 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and 4 steals. Like a gladiator crawling out of the mud, he brutally crushed Indiana's resistance. In this series, the Cavs lost every single game where LeBron scored under 30. Through sheer, unadulterated individual performance, he forced the doubters to look toward the next round with anticipation. Waiting for them were the Toronto Raptors, the top seed in the East with 59 regular season wins. This was DeMar DeRozan's 3rd consecutive year facing LeBron in the playoffs. The narrative was simple: strike while he is weak. It is finally Toronto's turn to win. But Thanos LeBron shattered that illusion with a 43.14 assist decimation of the city. In the dying seconds of Game 3, he took the ball full court, went coast to coast, and hit a drifting, off-balance running floater off the glass at the buzzer. That shot didn't just win the game, it completely broke the spirit of the Raptors' entire season. A 4-0 sweep. Averaging 34 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 11.3 assists on a blistering 55.3% shooting, LeBron's dominance directly triggered the firing of Coach of the Year Dwayne Casey and the dissolution of the Trash Brothers era. The Eastern Conference Finals brought the Cavs to TD Garden. Earlier that year, LeBron had blown out the Celtics on their home floor, ruining Paul Pierce's jersey retirement night. Now, the young duo of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown hunted like a pack of wolves, anchoring a suffocating defense under the brilliant mind of Brad Stevens, a 0-2 start for Cleveland. Just as the critics predicted, the Cavs were held underwater. Returning home, Cleveland found its rhythm, stopping the bleeding with a 30-point blowout. In Game 4, facing a cold and stagnant group of shooters, LeBron stopped passing. He went 17 of -28, putting on a 44-point masterclass to tie the series. Yet, the Cavs lost their way in Game 5. Down 2-3, the atmosphere was suffocating. They would have to win 2 straight just to earn the right to face the juggernaut Warriors. In Game 6, Kevin Love went down with a concussion. Just 5 minutes in, LeBron played 46 grueling minutes, exploding for 46 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. In the clutch, he buried back-to-back step-back triples right over Tatum as outstretched arms, single-handedly freezing Boston's comeback. Then came Game 7, riding their home court advantage. The Celtics built a 12-point lead in the first half. In the pivotal third quarter, LeBron drilled a crucial deep three, followed by Jeff Green, keeping the fire alive from downtown to seize the lead. Facing a fierce Celtics counterattack, Tyronn Lue had to deploy his greatest tactical weapon of his career, calling 2 consecutive timeouts just to give LeBron, who hadn't rested for a single second, a moment to breathe. In the do-or-die fourth quarter, LeBron took over with 12 points. He executed his signature chase-down block in the closing minutes, completely swinging the momentum. A defiant Tatum posterized the king, screaming a generational roar into the face of the old monarch, but it only ignited the fiercest fire in LeBron's eyes. With 1:04 left on the clock, LeBron drove, absorbed the contact, and hit an -1 while literally carrying Marcus Morris on his back. Standing over the court, he beat his chest and roared. It was the ultimate counter-strike against every doubt, every ounce of fatigue, and every challenge thrown his way. TD Garden fell instantly, deathly silent. They knew the game was over.
Last 2 years, and we started on September 25th, and that's every day, like every day, that you're totally focused on this. And he's gone past that 8 straight times. It's ridiculous.
The Celtics were the better team, but LeBron's sheer willpower carried him through the siege. 35 points, 15 rebounds, and 9 assists. Having played all 48 minutes, LeBron slumped into the corner of the locker room. There was no joy of victory on his face, because he knew that everything they had just bled and died for was merely a ticket to face the juggernaut Warriors. Waiting on the other side of the finals was a Golden State squad that had assembled 5 All-Stars, the most terrifying offensive machine in NBA history. The entire world knew the Cavs stood absolutely no chance, but this time, LeBron was fighting for pride. Over 22 playoff games, he averaged 41.8 minutes, exploding for 34 points, 9.1 rebounds, and 9 assists. Per GME, he notched 8 40-plus point games, 1 50-plus point masterpiece, and 2 buzzer-beating game winners. This was the absolute pinnacle of individual heroism, a solo performance so stunning, so unstoppable, that it can never be replicated in NBA history. Just as Steve Kerr put it, I would never say we beat LeBron. The way he played that year, he should never be discussed as a loser.
You want to be the best?
Yeah, I want to be the greatest of all time. And that's my motivation.